for a treat. As I said, Coach David Hunt is going to explain, introduce, and whet your appetite. So, Mr. Hunt.
Good morning, everyone. Is this working? Can you hear me okay? Okay. We're really proud to be here today with the Prescott Circus Theater. We're a youth development performing arts education program that's been here at Prescott in West Oakland for the past 31 years. And we do a lot of variety of performing arts. We also do programming at 6 additional Oakland public schools around the whole city. The number you're about to see right now is called Higher Ground. And the name implies just what it is. It's about reaching for your higher self, rising above who you think you are, and about striving for what you think you can be. It's a tribute to the roots of African still dancing. We've been fortunate enough to be mentored in the traditions and the styles of African still dancing by a 3rd-generation still walker from New Orleans named Baba Shaka Zulu, who passed a lot of these traditions down to us. Coach Di Marcello, Coach Sierra Walton grew up in the program, and they're keeping these traditions alive now as staff members in the program. And we're lucky enough to have one of our students, Josiah Wyatt, on the drums also today. So with that, thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoy it, and without further ado, Higher Ground.
What a great honor for you to choose our school to come for this proclamation. And we're so delighted that you can just see a little bit of what we're about. Just real briefly, Prescott's one of the oldest schools in Oakland. This was established in 1869, and we consider ourselves a true neighborhood school. We're a STEM school, and as some of your tour guides shared with you, we're going to be introducing an engineering program through Project Lead the Way. So the West Oakland schools are 4 elementary, a middle, and a high. We're all in this collaborative effort to really bring those types of skills and experiences right here to our students and build that pathway for them. So they have access and more opportunity, and they will be college, career, and community ready once they do complete at least their 12th grade education, and then they can make decisions about where they want to go from there. So enough about what we do here. Let me introduce to you one of our great students. So again, like I said, the arts are very important to us, and we're a school that really does a lot around presentation, giving kids an opportunity to present, to be able to show what they know and are able to do, and how they actualize all of the hard work and the skills and the homework into presentation. And so Prescott is known for doing very well in the annual Martin Luther King Oratorical Festival. Last year, I believe it was, last year, this particular student participated to represent Prescott and did very well, but does a really great job with this particular speech that she's going to do. So at this time, I'd like to introduce second grade students, Barbara Arevalo Navarro, and she's going to recite I Have a Dream.
Right now, I'm going to tell you something that why I like to read. I like to read because it inspires me and because I learn new words. And if you don't know how to read, they show you some pictures to imagine what happens. Or you can ask your mom or dad to help you. I especially like to read books about animals. I will now be performing Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech. I learned this speech when I was in first grade. I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold this truth to be self-evident that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day the sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream that children live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their characters. I have a dream today. This will be the day when all of us children will sing with new meanings from every mountainside, let freedom reign. And when this happens, when we're allowed freedom to reign from every village and every hamlet, from every state and every city, we will speed up that day when all of us children join hands and sing, free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last. This is our moment, this is our time, choosing hopes over fears. At last we can say, I have a dream, I have a dream coming true today. Thank you.
I would like to start by having everyone here just to take a moment and please close your eyes and think back to when you were Barbara's age, 7, 8 years old. Did you have a favorite book? Perhaps it was Charlotte's Web or Narnia, The Phantom Tollbooth, Dr. Seuss, Amelia Bedelia. And think back, what was your favorite part of reading? Was it having a chance to travel to fantastic realms, to quietly visit and revisit with dear friends? Or was it snuggling with your family in the evening, all listening to a story together? No matter what, this time shaped you, and these books shaped you. And everyone is here today because you believe, like me, that children's books and reading are important and joyful parts of childhood. I'm grateful to have the chance today to publicly, on behalf of Raising a Reader, thank the Masons and our public schools for all the work that they do. As many of you here today know, Raising a Reader's mission is to engage families in a routine of book sharing with their children from birth through age 8 in order to foster healthy brain development, healthy relationships, a love of reading, and the literacy skills critical for school success. 30 years of research shows the strong correlation between parental involvement and increased academic achievement. In fact, A home environment that encourages learning is more important to student achievement than the family's income, education level, or cultural background. Nationally, Raising a Reader reaches over 130,000 children and families in 34 states, and you'll be hearing from Angie Bush later today. I represent the local affiliate, which is Raising Reader San Francisco, Alameda, and Contra Costa counties. It's grown to be the largest affiliate in the Raising a Reader network. We currently serve 15,000 children and families throughout the Bay Area, including right here at Place at Prescott. Right here in Oakland, we provide our book rotation program to over 4,000 children and families. Sharing books at home regularly has been proven to bolster children's school readiness skills and excitement about reading, leading to long-term success in school. Raising a Reader provides materials and support for children, their families, and their educators so that this fun and effective practice becomes a daily habit. As many of you here today also know, the cornerstone of the Raising a Reader program is our Red Bag book rotation, where each week children take home a bag filled with high-quality, developmentally appropriate, multilingual, and multicultural children's books. The routine is simple but powerful, and 21 independent evaluations have validated the effectiveness and increasing a number of skills, including family literacy behaviors, community connections, child motivation, and emergent literacy skills. However, there's another important cornerstone to our program, our teachers. Teachers like Lorraine Mann, right here at Place at Prescott. Miss Mann is the embodiment of all we hope to achieve with Raising a Reader. She is an exemplary teacher, and it is no mistake that she teaches here at Place at Prescott, for this school is a wonderful example of our mission and desire for children to love books. And a special thank you to Principal Booker for all of her hard work. At Raising a Reader, we aim to empower families to build one of the simplest yet most transformative routines to increase literacy, daily book sharing. Yet we don't always get the opportunity to give thanks to those who empower us to do our work each and every day, supporters like the Masons. Here in the Bay Area, I would specifically like to thank Calvin Stephen Stearns and the East Bay Public Schools Advisory Council for their tireless support of Raising a Reader. At Raising a Reader, we are all about family engagement and how it is the key to early literacy development for our children. Yet, it is the engagement of the Masons and others which makes so much of our work possible, and for that, we are truly grateful.
I've been crying all morning. I was telling the director of our early childhood that this is my heart school. This is a school where my daughter went to 4th and 5th grade after going to MLK. And Ms. Booker always gets mad at me for saying this, but one of the major reasons why she came to this school was the Prescott Clown Troupe.
No, not mad. You said one of.
One of. But that's not the only reason. And obviously it wasn't the only reason, but it was such an important reason. What you saw, the demonstration, even the young person, I didn't quite catch it. I think something went on with her costume. It's those moments where we really build a sense of tenacity, where we have a sense of we keep going. My daughter fell in the Oakland Holiday Parade on stilts. She got up and she kept on going, and she's now 21 years old. And so the power of that. And so let me go back to the greetings, and that is on behalf of the superintendent and also the president of the board, James Harris. Unfortunately, the superintendent couldn't be here because of the work that he's doing in just the short period of time that he's been here has been to make himself present and available and understanding what is happening in every single one of our schools. What is the mission and the vision and the brilliance and the wisdom of principals that are throughout the district. And so he's building those relationships. So unfortunately, he had made a prior commitment to be at a school, but I know that he will make sure that there's an opportunity to meet with you all and talk to you all. So thank you for your presence in being here. I do want to kind of push a little bit on again, the importance of a Prescott clown troupe, the importance of a Prescott school that maintains a high standard and a bar around literacy, where a young woman who probably speaks Spanish at home, who is bilingual, who is bicultural, and can stand here and represent something that is so important to our nation right now, to hear that message every single day of our lives. And so I'm so appreciative of, again, a place like Prescott, a place like Oakland, that lifts up those type of learners and our leaders of the future. So thank you for your presentation, and thank you, Mother, for being here as well and supporting her. Yeah, it's more than test scores, and I do want to kind of bring that up because that's what's in the noise in the national scene a little bit. That's not what matters. What matters is the care that happens through Miss Mann's class, where is she? Right there. This principal, and frankly you all, that partner with us and really make a difference in making sure that, yes, literacy is there, the culture of our students is there, that they truly matter. One of the leaders in the Prescott troupe today, Di Marcello, he was a clown mate with my daughter. And so it's so powerful to see him coming back and being that leader. And I know he's finished college, and he may still actually be in matriculating through college, but has been very, very focused around keeping the art alive, keeping the culture alive, and coming back to a place that's family and his home, and that nurtures him, but his opportunity to nurture others. And so again, in the national conversation, there's a lot of conversation around Black Lives Mattering. And so these are examples of when Black Lives Matter, what they can produce, what Brown Lives Matter, what they can produce. And so I know that you see that and understand that. And so just ask that all of us not get caught up in the noise. We're going to excel. We're going to have great test scores. But more importantly, we're going to have every child that's reading and is literate, that's going to know who they are, that's going to be actually working for peace in this country, is going to be working for peace in this neighborhood, and contributing back as full citizens. And so, again, it is really an honor and a privilege to be partnering with you. Thank you so much for your contribution on raising readers, all that you do. And to Ms. Booker, thank you very much for your leadership and guiding us and holding up this space in a way that we're always raising the bar, and we're always talking about all the many things that we can do and that we're capable of doing. So have a great morning. Thank you. Continue to enjoy Prescott.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Now, I know when a middle-aged guy with white hair stands up and starts off a speech with "when I was a boy," that's an invitation to tune out, but I hope you'll stick with me. When I was a very young boy, my eyes didn't work so well, and I had to have surgery on them. And when I woke up, I couldn't see a thing. One of it was because the vision in this eye was gone for a while, and the other one was because this one was bandaged. And at that particular age, you might imagine how terrified I was. But the thing that kept me calm was my mother and father's voice reading to me. I will never forget the impact that my parents had in giving me the gift of reading. From that very moment, I discovered that I could go any place in my mind and see the world as I wanted it to be. As a young man in DeMolay, I came to understand that the public schools are indeed a bulwark of our society. An enlightened and educated populace is a powerful populace that can keep the ideas and evils of tyranny at bay. And thank God we're in the United States, where we have an opportunity to receive that education from our public schools. And congratulations on an excellent public school here today. Let me thank you for taking the time to share the celebration of Public Schools Month with us this morning. As was mentioned, I'm a member of the East Bay Public Schools Advisory Council. Masons believe that public schools are the backbone of our society. Public schools like Prescott provide the basis for critical thought and the ability to make our world a better place for everyone. The East Bay Public Schools Advisory Council takes pride in participating in selecting students to receive the Investment in Success Scholarship sponsored by our Grand Lodge. We are also happy to help raise money and awareness for fire safety education programs through the Alyssa Ann Rouge Foundation and early reading programs like Raising a Reader. Our Assistant Grand Lecturer, Jeffrey Wilkins, is here this morning to present a check towards those very programs. Jeff became a Mason in 1992 and has served in several very important positions, including his current job as the Assistant Grand Lecturer, which he has been doing since 2013. He had to work really hard to get those jobs, and I hope that all of the students here work just as hard to reach their dreams. Thank you.
Good morning, students, faculty, parents, and community of Place at Prescott Elementary School. I am proud to be here today at this great public school celebrating Public Schools Month with all of you. First of all, I would like to recognize several people. Inamoye Booker, Principal of Place at Prescott. Lorraine Mann, who has helped tremendously in the organizing of today's event. Raymond Dragon, Deputy Chief of Early Learning, Oakland Unified School District. Jamaica Hinton Hodge, School Board Director, District 3. Michael Tse, Special Projects Coordinator, Oakland Mayor's Office. And Bridget Cook, Community Liaison for Councilmember District 3. I'd also like to recognize David Hunt, Artistic Director of the Prescott Circus Theater. Also Barbara Arevalo Novato for her outstanding recital of I Have a Dream and her remarks. Dr. Julie Barton, Director of Grants and Institutional Relations at Raising a Reader of San Francisco, Alameda, and Contra Costa counties. Calvin Gilbert, Curtis Fleming, and all of the members of the East Bay Public Schools Advisory Council and their council's chair, Stephen Stearns. Every day, these individuals work hard for this school and many others in this region. They are role models for each of us. Everyone, please join me in a round of applause to recognize their leadership. I am proud to stand before you on behalf of the Masons of California. I am a Mason, and one of the things we Masons care most about is public education. This month, all across California, we are coming together with our schools and communities to celebrate our shared commitment. Today, we are celebrating Public Schools Month with students, teachers, friends and neighbors, and all of you at Place at Prescott. Thank you for hosting this important event. So what is Public School Month all about? Imagine if all the students in your grade promised to get together every day for a month to paint a mural. At the end of the month, you'd have a pretty spectacular mural, wouldn't you? You could probably cover an entire wall. Now, what if all the students in this school helped out? By the end of the month, you could probably cover a whole classroom. And what if all of your parents and all of the other adults in the city helped out? But what if all the Masons, like me, from the whole state came and helped out too? I bet we could paint every single wall in this school and maybe even the parking lot. Public Schools Month is based on the same idea. If all of us devote a month to volunteering and supporting and even just thinking about how to help our schools, we can do great things. We can solve some big problems together. Masons believe it is our responsibility to get involved with schools. Public Schools Month is how we remind ourselves of this commitment. Because sometimes for a school to solve certain problems, a whole bunch of people are needed to get involved. Masons are involved in public schools in many ways. One is through our multi-year partnership with Raising a Reader, where we have invested $1.2 million over 3 years. We are promoting family engagement literacy programs by helping parents read together with their elementary age children in 400 classrooms statewide. I am proud to know that through the Masons philanthropy, Raising a Reader has been installed in 2 kindergarten classrooms here at Place at Prescott in the Oakland Unified School District. We implemented this program at your school last year and are so excited to witness some of these results. What a great opportunity for these deserving children and their families. I would like to ask my fellow Mason, Curtis Fleming, to speak for a moment about the important relationship that his own Masonic Lodge has developed with Place at Prescott. Curtis, please come join me.
So William Butler Yeats said that education is not filling a pail, but it's igniting a fire. And I am so honored to not only be a part of Rockridge ODR 188, a lodge that have from the onset been a friend here at Prescott. From the little things like making sure that the kids can get transportation to the zoo, or the kids can go and be part of other programs at other schools. Whatever the need has been here, we have tried to meet it. And the principal I would always say to them, whatever you need, just give us a call and we'll try to make it happen. So to have a group of individuals who understand the importance of education, and in particular reading and teaching our young people that they are important and that we care for them and that we're going to put our money where our mouth is a great thing. On a personal note, reading was one of the things that saved my life. The ability to be able to read gave me opportunities to be able to continue in education and to become the person that I am now. And I know that a lot of the systemic problems we have in our community is basically because our kids don't come out of school prepared. And if we educate our kids, I know that our prison enrollment population will decline, joblessness will decline, but it starts here, and I'm so proud. I have the best lodge in all of Freemasonry. And I am so proud of that. And I thank the Grand Lodge and the Masons of California for being so determined to be involved in the lives of our children through public education. And I'm very appreciative of that. And as the chairman, and one of the proudest things that I wave when I go anywhere is that I'm the chairman of the School Site Council here at Prescott. And so, again, thank you. We thank you again. And if you want to know who a good group of men are, you need to come and check out some of us in action at ODR 188 and how we plug back into the community. So thank you to my lodge personally.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. I think we have some performers in the back that are about to come up, which I'm excited to see. I just wanted to say a couple words about what is one of the greatest partnerships we've ever had at Raising a Reader. I'm here representing the national office. We are based down in Redwood City, but we serve over 130,000 families every year across this country. We've now reached almost 1.4 million children and families since we began in 1999, and we're continuing to build relationships and work with schools like this wonderful school all across the country. But I don't want to talk about our national program right now. I want to talk about our statewide program. Back in 2011, the Grand Lodge of California came to us and said, we want to work with you, and we want to build a legacy of literacy. We want to move the needle on education in California. In 2011, California was number 48 in literacy. 48. That is a very low number. And the Masons came to us and said, we have been involved with public schools since the beginning. We care about literacy, and more than that, we care about engaging families to work with their children, because we know that when families are reading together, as this sign right here, I was just reading as I walked up, families that read together succeed together, and that is true, and research tells us that is true. When families are engaged at home, you see increased academic success, and you see children going out and being, as you said, college, career, and community ready. And so with the Masons since 2011, they have invested $1.2 million to reach children in 400 classrooms, and by the year 2020, with the Masons of California, we'll have reached 50,000 children and families throughout the state. And what I think is really important to note is that more than any other group I've worked with, and I've been doing fundraising and working with partners for a long time in a lot of different jobs. The one thing that I will say that since the beginning that I've been so impressed with the Masons is that you put your money where your mouth is. And you come in and you say, not only are we going to be dedicated to this by writing you a check, but we're going to come in and we're going to volunteer in your classrooms, and we're going to volunteer in your communities, and we're going to come and we're going to have events like this, and we're going to celebrate the students that are doing the work and the families that are doing the work. And not only that, but we're going to come in and we're going to work with universities, and we're going to work with outside evaluators, because we want to make sure that every year that we're checking in and that what we're doing is moving that needle and building that legacy of literacy. And I'm very proud to tell you that each one of these schools has pre and post testing. We're checking and we're saying, is this working? And we've been doing an external evaluation down in San Diego throughout the state, and we're finding that our evaluation results, when families are doing this program in schools like Prescott, families are spending more time reading with their children. Families are getting more books. They're spending more time going to libraries. They're building these literacy habits that research tells us, and just us seeing the change tells us, that is moving that needle, and families are becoming engaged, and it is changing the lives of children and families, and it is putting children on a trajectory for academic success. And Masons, you made this possible. And I want to just offer our sincerest thanks from the national office, from all of our affiliates throughout the state that you're helping, the 50,000 lives that you are going to have changed by 2020. This would never have been possible without you. And we can't thank you enough for every single life that you're helping to change and the investment you've made in raising a reader. Thank you.
This year, our members and lodges are raising money to help make elementary school children throughout California fire safe. Developed by the Alyssa N. Roosh Burn Foundation, which created the Stop, Drop, and Roll campaign, firefighters in safety education provide age-appropriate lessons on fire safety to vulnerable elementary school students. Through a new partnership with the Masons, active firefighters will bring life-saving burn prevention techniques to more than 70,000 students in California public schools. For years, our fraternity has offered scholarships to help deserving students attend college. Several years ago, the Masons wanted to create a special kind of scholarship for a special kind of student. Investment in Success is that scholarship. Investment in Success is for high school seniors who have succeeded at school despite immense challenges in their lives. These students have shown great determination and character. Investment in Success scholarships support under-resourced, often first in family, seniors from area school districts who might not otherwise be considering college, and yet represent both the drive and ability to overcome significant obstacles in their lives. Our fraternity partners with the Glow Foundation to identify and support these amazing and deserving young men and women, most of whom are enrolled in college success programs in this area. Most of these students choose to start at a local community college and transition to a four-year university. The Masons give them the financial support they need. This year, we will award 10 high school students a minimum of $7,000, that's a total of $70,000, as they progress through their college careers. Sometimes they need other kinds of support. We help with that too. We connect them with counseling, financial literacy, and other support services. During the summer, we create ways for them to catch up on credits so they can reach their academic goals. We help them succeed through their college journey, and they are making us very proud. This year, the Masons are proud to award 90 new students more than $600,000 in multi-year commitments, making the total scholars in the program more than 325 statewide. At its core, Public Schools Month is about coming together to support students and schools, and that includes celebrating success. On behalf of the Grand Master of Masons in California, I am pleased to read the following proclamation. Whereas the Masonic fraternity is built on the commitment to truth and equality, two principles at the heart of improving ourselves and in the spirit of providing free public education. And whereas Freemasons believe that our nation's democratic ideals depend upon a well-educated citizenry, and thus making an investment in future generations is essential. And whereas since California's founding, Freemasons have taken up the cause of public schools, including leading the first Public Schools Week in 1920. And whereas Freemasons in California continue to lead statewide support of public education with investment in success scholarships, family literacy engagement, and burn prevention programming through firefighters and safety education. And whereas Freemasons throughout California actively develop local partnerships and initiatives to support public education in their home communities. Now, therefore, as Grand Master, I proclaim April 2015 Public Schools Month in California, and ask all California Masons to take steps to make a profound difference for our public schools by renewing their commitment to our students, teachers, staff, and administrators by volunteering as tutors, helping maintain school grounds, encouraging students to succeed by offering scholarships and conducting essay contests, and providing tangible rewards to recognize exemplary academic efforts. Issued at Place at Prescott Elementary School, April 22nd, 2015. The Masons of California are proud to present this check for $77,500, symbolizing our fraternity's investment in public school students in this region in 2015. This year's check represents our $7,500 investment in the firefighters and safety education program in this region, and $70,000 for the 10 recipients of our Investment in Success Scholarship. Congratulations.